Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I have gone public, about 2.5 months since we've done a blog entry. August 9th was the last one, and before that, June 22nd. So clearly we have been doing something, just haven't been active publicly. And I thought I would entitle today's post, I Was Wrong, just for a couple of reasons. One is I thought it might be a bit eye-catching, if you will, intriguing, but more so to share a bit of an evolution in terms of my own thought process and my own belief in regard to trading with a team versus trading by oneself. And before I get going too much here, and before people start thinking that, oh well, he's going to say this because he's running a room, we've sort of kind of, let's say, closed off the room, but we pretty much have the team that we are comfortable with. And I am not actively marketing this. In fact, we have adjusted the price off of the charter price. And you can still get the charter price if you sign up for a 3-month commitment, but we've intentionally raised it to reflect the value that it was always meant to reflect, as well as now all the intellectual property and all the great stuff that Rob and Dane has been doing for us that have been recorded. And we now have dozens of hours of instructional content, which people have access to once you gain access to the room. So we've made price adjustments because of that. It's still a situation where people get far more value than the fee, than the subscription fee. But anyway, not actively marketing this, not tweeting it, not intentionally not really, actively looking to grow beyond where we are. And so it's been fascinating. The evolution of my thinking has been that I'm seeing firsthand the benefits of the team versus the focus that we've had in the past, which was good, but the focus that was primarily on self-sufficiency. We'd run a jelly effort, 1 to 8 weeks, depending upon when we were doing them. Self-sufficiency, teach a man to fish, woman to fish, versus, handing it to them and having them have at it. So what I've seen over the past 5 months now, and a lot of the people that are with me, alongside me, are people who have been through the program in the past, as well as new folks. It's been eye-opening, and it is helping me, as Dr. Brett Steenbarger points out in his posts, as Jim Aframo points out in his posts, a couple of folks I follow on Twitter. The value of the team, the foundation of the team, and the support of the team is something that I underestimated. I go back about 10 years when I remember. I don't know if you're still watching. If you're watching, email me. You emailed me or you called me. Basically, called me on the carpet and said that life is not meant to be lived alone. I don't want to get into all the spiritual overtones, but I was so focused on self-sufficiency from a teaching perspective, and I still do believe in that. I still believe that the focus is required, and there's an element of that has to be there, because even in our network, we're all individual trading offices, so we have to zone into that focus, and we can't be unduly influenced by someone that's going to muck with that. But what I'm saying now is that, especially 5 months into a cadence where it's wink, wink, nod, nod, and you are actively many of you are buy stopping in together and sell stopping in together, and watching the same patterns and trading the same patterns, and seeing the evolution of results that have happened across the spectrum, and the evolution of my own trading, where initially it was more of an investment in time and focus and energy and getting everybody up to speed, and now that it's more wink, wink, nod, nod, now it's my trading is getting to a level where I've expected it to be, and felt that it hadn't risen to that level. For various reasons in recent times, so I really like where we are, and so that's what's going on. We are heads down. We have 15 sessions a week, essentially trading sessions. Right, you got 5 days, and you've got 3 sessions each day. You've got Asia, you've got Europe, and then you've got the U.S. RTH. Of course, U.S. is trading, during those other 2 times as well. But we're in an environment now, a market environment where, so far, this is Tuesday, so we've had 6 sessions over the last 2 days, and they've been wildly opportunistic in terms of market activity, in terms of news cycles, trade data. The patterns have been setting up. The bias grid is working well. The profile is working well. The ability to interpret and act on the fly is going well. So we're all of us, right, including you folks, are in a market cycle right now, which is very, very conducive to trading. It's a very good rhythm. You get that VIX up around 14, 15, which we've been getting near lately. Really great rhythm, number of oscillations. And in the past, especially in the summer, where you might see out of the 6 sessions, you may see 1 or 2 paying. Right now, we're seeing every single one of them pay. Now, that'll die down too, and that'll cycle too. But just a reminder for folks to expand your horizon, your time horizons. I still scratch my head over those folks that view the market from a 9:30 to 5 perspective, because if you're doing that, you're significantly limiting your opportunities. Those of us that took the MIT entries today on the 2910 zone with ES. The ability to mentally adjust yourself from thinking that you've got to bail in the position before 4:15 or 5 o'clock Eastern, and the ability to just expand your time horizon another hour, right, or less than an hour. It's a difference between selling at 10:50 and selling at 13, and then expecting a continued rise overnight into at least the bulk of the profile, which is 14, maybe higher if Asia cooperates, given how strong Asia's been lately. So, what are we doing? We're spending a lot of time in all 3 sessions, and we're starting to actually formalize our evening briefings so that we're on board and ready for Asia in a way that we can maximize opportunities. The cycles that we have, the trade themes that we have in terms of the stuff I talked about with the Wealth 365 presentation, the transitions to Nikkei at 8 o'clock, to Shanghai 9:30. Europe 2, 3 in the morning tomorrow, next day, and then the U.S. trading throughout all of these, but then it waking up and going RTH at 9:30 in the morning. The very consistent themes, one market flows to another, and it's really comes down to a matter of managing energy, managing focus, because one is not a robot. One cannot be here in any venue, especially focused in any venue for 15, 16 hours a day. You need breaks, you need rest. So that's the main challenge that we have at this point. So that's what's going on at this end. I just want to give a shout out. I want to certainly thank the team. I want to say hi to everybody out there. I know I've got I was looking at Twitter. I haven't looked at Twitter in ages, and I'm seeing it, and I got my followers up like 40 people, and I haven't said boo in weeks. So go figure. So we're here. We're live. We're focused on our team trading activities. Again, the invitation certainly is there. It's not public. It's not out there. We're not screaming it by the mountaintops, but it's still there for folks that are interested in joining us. But a thank you to the team. Thank you to Robin. Thank you to all the folks in the leadership group in terms of what you brought to the table that help us become better traders, that keep us in that billions type atmosphere where we've got a coach with us all the time, full time. And where we've got the infrastructure, all you folks that have helped put that together. A big shout out to you and to all the traders. So I love you all. I thank you all, and just looking forward to tonight's session as well. So I hope everybody's doing well. Just a quick shout out to those of you who were aware. My mother-in-law passed 6 weeks ago, and my father-in-law passed this past Friday. So for all of you that were aware of that and have sent me notes and that, thank you very much for that. Difficult period, but we've gotten through that. The cloud is lifting, and there are a lot of good stories that came out of that maybe I can share at another time. So I want to thank you for all that. So love you all. Have a great trading week. You know how to reach me, and you know where we are. Take care.